So what got me into cars? My cousins, they were always into cars. I started with Hot Wheel cars. Pick up those Auto Trader magazines like on the way back from school, and then I'd like go through and what cars I would potentially buy when I was like 16. And back then, I always wanted a RSX or a Prelude SH. So those are that was like my car goals back then.
Wish I put them in Bentleys. I'm just on my way there. Wish I could be rocking that Fend. Set up for time I know where. Yeah, I'm on my way there. Yeah, I'm on my way there. Yeah, I'm on my way there. Yeah, I'm on my way there.
And then I started off with Civic as my first car, 2008 Civic. Just started working on it by myself, watching YouTube videos, and then I ended up with a G37 Coupe, and that was the first car I actually started doing up. And this is my daily 435 X-Drive BMW 6-speed. And I love it. It's the perfect daily. It's really like smooth, quiet when I want it to be, and I just love it. My dream car right now would probably be a 911R, because I've just seen those reviews and like just the way it feels so raw, especially with the 6-speed, and you can like hear everything in the back. So the plan with this car right as of now is planning to lower it a little bit with some springs. And then next would probably be to get a tune, and I'm still debating on what kind of tune I want to go for. Probably everyone does JB4 or maybe even a Eurocharge. I haven't like researched that yet, so I'm still trying to figure that out. Eventually get some new wheels, and I don't want to go too aggressive with this because it is my daily, but I'll probably get some like carbon fiber parts, maybe like a front lip, rear diffuser, and yeah, that should be it for now, but who knows what will happen in the future. Maybe go pretty extreme with it, change the clutch, and get like 400 plus, maybe even 500 eventually. Let's see, who knows.
I'm gonna flex on my meds, whipping that work out the pad. You already know.
Follow my builds on Instagram. My Instagram is Gautam, GOWTHAM_G19. I usually put pictures of my G and also the Beamer, so I have some plans for both of them, so I'll be posting pics of both.
I'm just on my way there. Wish you could be rocking that Fed. Set up for time I know where. Yeah, I'm on my way there. 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 Wish I put them in Bentleys. I'm just on my way there. Wish you could be rocking that Fed. Set up for time I know where. Yeah, I'm on my way there. Yeah, I'm on my way there.
What's up, everybody? Today we're in a 2014 BMW 435i X-Drive. Overall impressions, it's a very easy car to drive. Clutch, very easy. I think this is a assisted clutch, right? But the overall driving experience is very refined. I feel really connected to the road. Shifts are so crisp. And I haven't even been in it for like, less than a minute, and I'm already like a full-out douche. There's a lot of power in this car, man. Fuck. And it's on Sport Plus mode. That's why the suspension is very, very stiff right now. Gearboxing is very nice, man. Like a lot of people, they complain about the BMW being spongy, but I really like it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's very precise. It's just right,
Especially for daily driving.
For daily driving, yeah. I was just gonna get to that. As a daily driver, it's a very good car. Very smooth power delivery, like I said, for like the 10th time. We're about to hit a corner right now. See if I can shift this second. No, I can't. Yeah, man, this car makes you want to drive, man. And I think it's like a medium-sized turbo as well, right? Because it's very linear power that's coming out of it. Compared to a Genesis that I drove last week, turbo kind of spools up. A lot of turbo lag initially, but all the power is all top end, right? But this one's not really like that. You can't even tell it's a turbo.
Yeah, no.
The only way you can tell is through the turbo noises and whatnot, right?
And it just pulls from like 1200 RPM.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like low end.
Yeah, I'm driving on the speed limit right now, and the car is very quiet overall. But Gautam has catless downpipes, so you can really hear the turbo spool up whenever you're driving. And that's the other thing, man. These cars they're very subtle, so even if you're speeding, no one's really like looking
I
at
know,
you unless
they
you
won't
have like,
expect you.
yeah, yeah, that's mad. Wow. That was
He's a lot
very
faster in the passenger seat.
yeah. Oh man, that felt fast in the driver's seat, man. Trust me. This is one of the biggest complaints that I have with BMWs. I feel like they're over refined, right? So BMWs, well, most German cars, they're designed for the German roads, right? Because they're made for the autobahn and whatnot, right? And autobahn, there's no speed restrictions on certain parts of the road, right? So in Canada, our top speeds are 100 kilometers an hour, but people usually do what, like 120, 130 on the highway, right? And 120, 130 on this it feels like nothing, yeah. It's like if you were to go 120, 130 on like a Honda Civic, like, yo, you feel like you're gonna die, right? But you don't feel that in a BMW, you know? Like, before you even get to the fourth gear, you're already about to get impounded, you know? And you feel like that can get you in a lot of trouble with this car.
I usually like pull it when I enter highways. And,
Yeah.
Like before I know it, like I'm hitting like ridiculous speeds.
Ridiculous speeds, yeah. Speeds we can't even really
I know.
mention on the on camera, right?
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, I guess it's a very good thing in terms if you were to track it or whatnot, right? But for like street use, it's kind of over the top. It's kind of like having a bike, right? But the thing is, with a bike, you can get away with it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is like a perfect car if you want something like luxurious, comfortable, and then sporty at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's perfect.
This is the
Yeah.
good all-around car,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah. It's kind of like a car you reward yourself with, right? If you've been
Exactly,
working
yeah.
hard, like the status symbol too, right?
True.
The newer Mercedes, they're
They're
up
actually
there
really
as well.
nice,
Yeah, yeah. But like in terms of performance, BMW's always been kind of above Mercedes, right?
Yeah.
Have the luxury and the performance side to it as well, right? And this is also the M package. Like, what does the M package have different from?
It has like the M brakes. It has adaptive suspension. It has like the front M like bumper, rear bumper. This one has the M power kit.
M
and
power
also,
kit,
yeah,
okay.
And also the M
The
performance
exhaust.
exhaust.
Yeah, yeah. Which sounds really nice,
Oh,
actually. Every time you let go of the exhaust, you hear a lot of backfire. I know that's obviously assisted with the catless downpipes, right?
It pops like
Every
Every
shift.
gear, yeah,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
shift.
Even when you let go of the throttle,
Yeah.
it's crackling, you know? You don't really hear it too much in the car, but from the outside, you really hear it.
Yeah. That's the only downside I think about this car is it's really quiet inside, so
Yeah.
I gotta keep the windows down just to hear the exhaust.
Exactly, yeah.
But I
We
think it's
can-
kind of good too, because like if I want to drive quietly, then
Yeah,
put the
yeah.
windows up. If I want to have a little fun, just put the windows down.
Exactly. And that's where we go back to saying that it's a great overall car, right?
Exactly.
Let's pull the windows down and do a quick pull. Yeah, you can really hear the turbo spool up. And we're at a red light, so we're gonna hold off on that.
I have some lowering springs I'm gonna be doing in a couple months with the tune.
Oh, what brand are they?
H&R.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna do coils right now
Mhm.
because ideally drive it, but just for now, just to lower it a little bit. H&R springs. What else? Maybe some new wheels I'm looking into.
Yeah.
Something a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
And then the tune. That's probably it. And maybe some like carbon fiber goodies like the lip diffuser.
Well, you already have the nice carbon fiber wing in the back, which looks really
the lip,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a second gear pull. We have a little bit of space. You want to give a lot of space in front of you because this car's fast. Wow. That was fantastic. Yo, it's so precise. Like, you probably feel so connected with
I
the
know.
car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For a car that's really electrically assisted and really computer driven, this feels really organic, you know? A lot of people complain about the GTR being too power assisted and kind of drives itself. Kind of the same thing's going on here, but you don't feel that, you know? So BMW's done a really good job with that. And it's really comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a very good long distance tour.
Oh yeah.
Suspension. Well, right now it's on the Sport Plus mode, as it should be all the time. If you drive it on
Exactly.
comfort, you get a fucking like Toyota Camry because
Seriously.
yeah, don't drive it on comfort. But you said when you put on Sport Plus, it makes the steering more rigid,
Yeah. And the suspension.
suspension's more stiff, so that means less body roll.
Yeah.
Also, throttle response will probably increase
lot
as well,
better, yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah. And I guess if you have the
And the
semi,
exhaust opens up.
the exhaust
yeah.
opens up as well. Oh, really? Okay.
So if you put on comfort, like it doesn't pop. Like,
It doesn't
crack
pop,
or
eh?
anything,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. So what? It's like a flangle.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Okay. Oh man, this is such a nice sound. Honestly, guys, this is a very it's a very grown-up car. Like, yeah, if you're a kid, you wouldn't enjoy this car,
That's true.
or you wouldn't even be able to handle it. To be honest, you know, like start at a Civic, move up to like a Genesis or whatnot, and then move up to one of these. If you watch my video from last week with the Genesis, I also mentioned that 2-liter turbo is like a baby brother to this car, and there's a lot of things very similar to it, but you want to start off with a car like that and then grow up to one of these, because these things can get you into a lot of trouble. My other complaint with BMWs is the turn signals. So a lot of people, they have this whole theory with BMW drivers not using their signals, and they don't, because the signals are horrible actually, right?
It took me a while to get used to it.
Yeah, like I've driven a few BMWs before, and I seem to not use the turn signals because I don't know, it's weird, man. Like, do you use your turn signals? I don't.
I mean, honestly, like I'm used to using my turn signals, but ever since I got this car, I kind of just don't.
Yeah. Is it the BMW or is it the turn signals?
It's a little bit of both.
Wow. 5th gear. We're passing cars 5th gear. You could probably pass cars with the 6th gear as well, right? Even on the Sport Plus mode, after the suspension's a lot rigid, I just went on a bump and it soaked it up compared to like a coilover or whatnot, right? But yeah, let's just hit this. Oh man, just knowing that you have the power there is just such a nice feeling. All right, guys, so now we're just gonna hit these back roads with the windows down for just the pleasure of the sound. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also share this video with all the other BMW guys you know out there. Let me know what you guys think of the 435. Would you guys buy it? Would you guys get the 428? Or would you just wait out for the M3 or the M4? M4? Or the M4. Yeah, they just keep switching it up, man. I don't know what these BMW terms. But thanks for watching, guys. And also want to thank Gautam for coming out tonight. It's his 3rd time coming out because we lost footage for this. So big respects to Gautam, man. Alright guys, thank you. Peace. Have a good day. How do I turn off these signals, bro? You can't turn them off, can you?
Oh no, like you just flick it once and then they blink 3 times. You don't even put it all the way down.
Okay. Yeah. So like if I put it all the way down, how do I turn it off?
You just gotta pull it back up.
Okay.
Unless you like fully turn the wheel, then it'll go up by itself.
Okay.
Yeah, usually just for lane change, you just flick it down or up.
Yeah.